Get out of there. Abort, abort, abort. Oh, gosh. What's up, collectors? Welcome back to Films by Color. We are on our way to this Barnes & Noble right here. We're going to be working from here today. This is my lovely wife, Grace.
Hello.
And we're going to take a quick peek back at the Criterion section and see if we can find any good stuff. Are you going to be looking too?
Yeah. This is our closest Barnes & Noble, so it's the one we're most familiar with. Although I haven't been here in a while. What does the section look like now? How small is it?
They shrunk it down. It's about half the size, but it's still pretty decent selection. I think we can find some good stuff. They did have the 3 colors box set last time I was here, which I do want to get. I also want the Pasolini set, but I don't know if I want to drop that much today. But hopefully we can get a few things, and maybe hopefully you can find something too.
Yeah, I have a few things on my list. I'm always looking for comedies, and I'm also looking for some romances this year, so we'll see what they got. They
have a ton of romances in the collection, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pull up my wish list on Criterion.com. I have a lot of things saved on there that I want to try out, but I don't know if they're going to have them. They're usually more obscure things that I don't see in the store, but maybe we can find Michael, who is the guy that works this section, and he says he can order anything for us if we need something ordered. So
yeah, he's great. If you go to West Cobb, Barnes & Noble, Michael's your guy. Let's do it.
All right, let's go into the store and see what they have.
The Age of Innocence. Daniel Day-Lewis, Michelle Pfeiffer, Winona Ryder, Martin Scorsese is the director. How do I not know what this is?
And Player? We just watched this?
Isn't
Player?
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
We should get that.
I thought we had that. We don't have it?
No, we watched it on the channel.
Oh, okay.
But it's a good movie. It's from 1992, the year I was born.
Isn't this the one they made Converse for? And then it became the shoe?
Maybe.
I don't know. I could have that completely wrong. But maybe it's just what made Converse famous. But they wear them in this movie.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to like that movie. I feel like I'm out of Dazed and Confused with that movie. You'll probably like it more than me. We already had that.
Paul had it, right?
I think so. I think we just got that one from Paul's collection.
Because we kept trying to buy it, and every time there was a disc loose, or actually this one kind of has a messed up slip too. Doesn't fit.
Look what I've done to you. Turned you into a collector. How about that one? Charade.
Huh? Oh, buddy. I didn't almost stick my finger in there.
Why would you say that? You bought this last time, right? Did you ever buy this?
No! That's on my list.
I think you did buy it last time.
No, I didn't. I've been looking for it. It was on my list all of last year when I was looking for romance and comedies, and I had always seen it here. And then when I was looking for it, it wasn't here.
Oh, well, there it is.
Oscar-winning farce. It's a farce with Cary Grant.
Oh, a farce?
A farce. What could be better?
I don't know. A lot of farces.
You liked In-Laws.
Is it kind of like Arsenic and Old Lace? Is it similar to that? Hey, we just watched All About Eve. We could get the Lady Eve.
It's nothing like it, but sure. Let the sun shine in. Oh, that's
Juliette Binoche?
Yeah.
We love her. From Blue and Dan in Real Life. She's in a million movies, but we haven't seen as many as we should have. Should we check it out?
Maybe.
You down for a French movie?
Oui.
Claire Danes. Claire Danes is in it too.
Oh, shut up. I love her. Homeland.
Should maybe just try it. I don't know. Take a chance. I think it's just a straightforward drama. And it seems like there's romance in there. This might go up. This might be up your alley.
I mean, I love her. I'm down.
We're getting way too many. We're gonna have to whittle this down. Did you just reach for Mulholland Drive?
I was looking at it. I don't know what. Well, I don't want to know anything about that. I don't
David
know
Lynch
anything
movie.
about David Lynch.
They have the 4K over there though.
I have not started that journey, and I'm
Well, you
not.
can watch Elephant Man with me. Someone told me that Elephant Man is a good watch for children
Oh, really?
because it will teach them how to care for others and
But isn't it super depressing?
not judge people. Yeah. I mean, not young,
For not lying.
not young children, but
Okay.
when they get a little bit older.
We could continue our Betty Davis.
Oh yeah, we just watched All About Eve yesterday. Ivan's Childhood is an early Tarkovsky movie. Is this his first film?
I don't know what year is it.
I think that's people recommended, but I think people think that I would really like Andrei Rublev is the one. I've never seen this one in a store before. It's a Kurosawa film.
What is that?
What's this one about, guys? Let me know.
How you say that?
Kagemusha?
Maybe.
Kagemusha. Never seen that one. Very cool cover. Hedwig and the Angry Inch is one of the guys I follow on TikTok. Protexter's like in his top 4 favorite movies.
Oh, really?
Such a cool cover.
Is it a
It's a musical.
Yeah.
We should try to check that one out. I wonder if it's streaming on the channel. Oh, you're not gonna like John Waters. Don't pick up John Waters.
Why am I not gonna like John Waters?
Just show you a John Waters film without telling you.
What do you mean?
Smooth Talk.
Why do I feel like that's gonna be like a Badlands to me?
Smooth Talk?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you'll resonate with Smooth Talk. It's all about growing up as a young woman.
Is it a romance or is it like sad?
You're like kind of an anti-romance.
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like.
Do you want to get Eve's Bayou? Because Eve's Bayou is one of the ones that was interesting to me. It's got like an early Samuel L. Jackson performance. It's like it takes place in like New Orleans.
Well, you know,
a
I'm down for
plantation
that.
home.
Summer I killed my father. I was 10 years old. ...
Sounded like something you would like.
This does sound like something I would love. Southern Gothic atmosphere in 1960s Louisiana. Yep, I'm in it.
Are you in it?
I'm in it.
Is that what the kids are saying?
Rooted in Creole history, folklore, and mysticism. I like it.
I like the mysticism part.
And folklore. You love folklore.
Yeah. So we should get that and La Llorona. Do a folklore theme. We don't have to do that every single time.
La Llorona.
This is a great movie. Big Chill. We just watched this.
I love that movie.
It gets so much hate on Letterboxd.
Why?
I don't know why.
If you hate Big Chill, please explain to me why. I don't get it. Maybe it's just because I'm old and a parent and a little cynical now, but I resonated so hard with that.
Resignated? You've turned in your resignation?
Resonated. I'm resigning from this video. Bye.
Bye. Should we order this? It's topical. Titanic movie.
I'm sure it is great. I love Titanic movies. Can't wait for the one about the submarine to come out.
I really like this one. I just watched this while we were on vacation. La Strada.
Oh, it's a circus movie, so
I know.
of course you did.
I loved it, but I'll probably get the Fellini box set at some point. So I don't know if I want to buy it ahead of time.
So that was on the channel?
Yeah. It's really good though. You should watch it. She's great. 4K.
Oh.
Loose disc. I don't want to get it.
Yikes.
I'll see that everywhere.
Yeah, we'll find that later. Girl Marilyn, which you saw for the first time in a movie the other night, and you didn't even think it was Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, they have an Arrow release actually. They have one Arrow release. Game trilogy.
What is this one? I always see this everywhere.
Yes, you should get that.
What is it?
You should definitely get Pink Flamingos.
Oh, it's the John Waters, which you warned me against.
No. You should watch it. You should get it. I'll watch it with you. I feel like we should get the Fisher King 4K.
You don't love Terry Gilliam though.
Yeah, but I feel like this is unusual for Gilliam. It's kind of just I think, from what Evan told me, it's more normal of a. I don't know. Maybe I won't like it because it's not fantasy stuff. But it's got Robin. It's Robin Williams, and he plays like a homeless man. Looking for the Holy Grail.
Oh, it's a fairy tale.
There you go.
Well,
Get it.
And Jeff Bridges?
Yeah. We've
cool.
been seeing a lot of Jeff Bridges lately because we've been watching Coen Brothers movies. And then we just watched a movie about the Holy Grail.
That's right.
Because we just watched through all the Indiana Jones movies in preparation for the new one, which was terrible. What about this? You want to get this one? It says, more than 4 decades after he took a razor blade to an eyeball and shocked the world.
I'm out. Nope.
I don't think this is like that, though. These are like political commentary. I want to get that box set, but I also want to get the 3 colors this month.
I don't feel like the spider wrap has damaged this one. Oh, yeah, a little bit there.
I should have bought it the other day when I got Waterworld, because they had 3 of them, and they
I
weren't.
told you to. That's on you, man.
They weren't wrapped up yet. What are you doing?
What is that? They have after hours.
Grab it. They might be saved for somebody.
Why would they have like 7 of them back there?
Why didn't they put that out yet?
Did it come out today?
Yeah, it came out today. We're stealing it. Put that one back. We only need 1.
Yeah, there's like 15 of them back here.
Is there anything else back there? We got it.
There's
we got
mainly a box of them.
it. All right, get out of there. Abort, abort, abort. Oh, gosh. We are back home, and we each have a few pickups to show you guys. That was a fun store. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I found too much. I had to really limit myself. So
we had to whittle it. We had to whittle it down. We both came out with big old 2 big stacks, and we had to limit it because we're probably going to end up going a couple more times this month.
Yeah, there's other stores we want to check out. So.
But we do have a few here to show you.
Yeah.
You go first. What's your first one?
My first one is from 1942. And it is called Now Voyager. I know I mentioned that I was looking for some romance movies, and this is just that. It was on my list of ones to find.
Cool.
To continue my Betty Davis education, since we just watched All About Eve last week.
Watched All About Eve a couple days ago.
Yeah, surprisingly, this is like my first time ever watching a Betty Davis film, or that was. So I need to definitely watch some more stuff with her in it.
All About Eve is an amazing movie. Everybody should go watch that. I can't believe we made it this far without seeing it, but it was awesome.
It was right up my alley, so I definitely want to see her in some more films.
Is she playing the same kind of girl, or?
No, so she is playing kind of like an emotionally abused daughter, like from her mother. Her mother kind of emotionally abused her, and she finally gets out from under her thumb and goes on this South American cruise where she meets a guy. So I think it's also a lot about like self-discovery and like finding yourself and healing and stuff, which is really cool to see that in an older movie. So I'm very excited to give that a shot and see what it's all about.
My first one, go ahead and get it right out of the way, is After Hours. I picked it up.
Wait, who picked it up?
You found it. She sneaked behind the counter and grabbed this because it was still in a box under the desk. I don't know why they didn't put it out.
There were like 15 back there, so it wasn't. Don't anyone freak out and think somebody was being like holding them for somebody. There were like 15.
No, it just seemed like they didn't put them out yet. Yeah. But I'm so glad that you found it because I was looking for it and I couldn't find it on the shelf. They had a bunch of the other new releases that came out today, but they didn't have any of this one. But we did find it. We were able to get it. After Hours is an early Martin Scorsese movie. This is like one of my favorite covers.
It's really cool. It's very collage. You love like collage-y type stuff.
I love that kind of style.
It's very much your
fluorescent colors. But this is about. I don't know if you're gonna like this. It's kind of similar, I think, to. I haven't seen it yet, but it's a Martin Scorsese film. That's very different from his other films. It's kind of similar to The Out of Towners that we watched, where it all takes place over one night, and then it just keeps unraveling and unraveling. And things just keep getting worse and worse.
Oh, great. So it's another anxiety-inducing movie.
It says right on the back, anxiety-inducing
great
relentlessness.
Out of Towners gave me an anxiety attack.
I think he's just trying to get home. But he goes downtown to a nightclub, I think, to have a hookup with a mystery woman, and then I think it's just like kind of like that, where she's like a normal guy, and he just gets wrapped up in this whole mess. And I don't know, it sounds really interesting, and it is kind of a comedy. Yeah. It's also only 97 minutes, so we could pop that one in.
I'm intrigued.
Whenever we, one night when we put the kids down. So I don't know. I think that's going to be very fun. People are very, very excited this is finally joining the collection. It's been on people's wish list for a long time, and it is a 4K. So it is a little bit more pricey. Yeah, that's Martin Scorsese's After Hours. That's my first one.
Okay, so this is one that I was actually on the lookout for last year because it is a comedy and a romance. So it goes with what I was looking for last November sale. And also now I'm looking for romances, so it still applies. But I could not find it anywhere last year, even though it was always in stores before that. And then when I was looking for it, it wasn't. So I finally found it, The Awful Truth, with Cary Grant and Irene Dunne.
He did a few with Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah.
And he did a few with this.
Yeah.
Who is in...
apparently this is like the role that defined Cary Grant's persona in movies. Like that's how they say it on the back.
1937, so it's early.
Yeah. So I'm very interested to see early Cary Grant and kind of like find his footing.
So this is pre-Philadelphia Story. Is it even pre-holiday?
That one was pretty early too, but I don't remember.
We have a lot of Cary Grant movies. She loves Cary Grant. I love Cary Grant. So I can't wait to check out another one. Yeah,
but this one is actually about a married couple that's kind of like bitter in the beginning and they get divorced. No spoilers, that's on the back. Basically, it's about them realizing, oh, maybe we are more compatible than we thought. So it's kind of a romance, but also very comedic. Like DJ said, I love me some Cary Grant, so very excited to check this one out finally.
Sweet, me too. But I got another recent one. This one also dropped today. It's a film from 1996, and it is called The Watermelon Woman, which looks very similar to After Hours. Part of the reason I wanted to get them
colors,
is because they look so great together. But also, I was very interested in this story. This is, I'll tell you about it because you don't know about this yet. It just seemed like an interesting perspective to see a film from that I obviously don't have, and I would like to experience. It's about an African-American lesbian woman who works as a store clerk, a video store clerk. And she basically goes on like a research project to try to find out as much as she can about this African-American actress from the 1930s that was in all these films that she keeps seeing. But she has a hard time finding anything out about the woman because she wasn't credited in any of her films. She's known only as the Watermelon Woman.
Oh.
So I don't know. It sounded like a really interesting perspective. And it also...
So is it a documentary or is it a movie?
I think it is a narrative film, but she's making a documentary about the Watermelon Woman.
Okay.
And I love films about filmmaking.
I do too. I really do too.
That's another reason to pick it up. Very short, nice breezy 84 minutes. The Watermelon Woman by Cheryl Dunier. I'm excited to check that one out. So I got the two that came out today. I think these are the only, maybe more came out today, but I know these two came out today. We're filming this on Tuesday when these two just dropped. So added those two to the collection. Is this your last one?
Yes. And this one needs no introduction. Everyone knows about this movie, although I have never seen it. And I cannot believe I've never seen this movie because it sounds just right up my alley. And it is not a romance, but in a way it is. It's like a ride or die romance, besties romance. It is Thelma and Louise. As I said, doesn't need introduction, but it's Gina Davis, who I have loved since I was a child from A League of Their Own, and Susan Sarandon, who I have loved from Stepmom since I was a child as well, and a bunch of other stuff. Bull Durham, which we got in the last sale, and I loved her in that as well.
She's great in that. We just watched that.
She's fantastic. But yeah, it's about some ride or die friends that kind of get mixed up in crime, and they're on the road for felony. I don't really know. They're fugitives. I've never seen this movie. I can't believe I've never seen it, but I love crime movies. I love like best friends movies. I love road trip movies. So it seems to have all the sauce that will make me really, really enjoy it.
It's like a famous duo too.
Yeah.
Like we need to see that, and we also need to see what's the other big Bonnie and Clyde we haven't seen.
But everyone knows the ending to that one, so it's kind of like
no spoilers.
But also, this one is just a beautiful release. Like,
I know, so nice.
Like
I love that. I wish they would do those kind of digipacks.
So beautiful. Look at that.
Why is it so big? Is there like a nice, thick?
I don't know. We gonna find out though.
I'll have to open that up and see.
Yeah, it's Ridley Scott. Another reason, but it's got to be great.
He's hit or miss. I don't know if he's a reason on his own, but he has some good movies.
I'm excited. I've been wanting to watch this for a while, and then when I saw it was getting released to the collection, I was like, well, that's the one I'm going to buy, and here it is.
Yeah, so we each got a 4K.
We'll let you know how we like it.
Real quick, I wanted to, before I go to my last one, Make sure you check your receipts if you buy these, because the 2 new ones that I bought today did not ring up half off. And I didn't notice until we walked outside, and I was like, holy, why does it charge us like an extra $40? So make sure you check your receipt. I did go back and talk to him, and then he was able to fix it. And so they are supposed to be 50% off, but he was able to give me a refund for that, which I was very thankful for. My next one is The Player, which is a movie that we watched very recently. We've been on a Robert Altman kick lately. We just watched Nashville a few days ago on July 4th.
Oh, I didn't realize that was the same person.
This is also a Robert Altman film. Very, very different films.
Very.
But this is a great crime, murder, mystery story starring Tim Robbins. But it is also another one about filmmaking. It's very much a meta commentary on the movie making industry, very much a commentary on Hollywood, and very much like over the top crazy crime story. It's very like Coen Brothers-esque to me. It's kind of just like something happens. It does. It's like a Coen Brothers movie. And it's got a spiral to it with a hint of Wild Things. Yeah. Yeah. It's very similar to that. But yeah, The Player, it's a really good movie. It's also a movie from 1992. Which I've mentioned before on this channel a bunch, is the year I was born, and I haven't seen barely any movies from 1992, so any chance I get to grab one of those, I did go ahead and grab it, because I think this one is one that'll benefit from multiple watches, because there's so much going on with all the meta stuff. So that is The Player. Very cool cover on this. I like the cover a lot because it takes the poster for this movie, if you look at it on Letterboxd, is really cheesy and like 90s and looks really bad, but I like the best part of that poster is the noose made out of the film strips, and they kept that part, but made it look a little more classy, and it looks nice. So like I said, 1992, this is another 90s movie, which is a big blind spot for me, and there's not a lot of 90s movies back in our collection, except for like animated stuff that I was watching as a kid. So glad to finally add that. That is a longer one. It's 124 minutes, but I think it's worth it. We had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, it's great. And I would definitely watch it again. It's very interesting that they made they made it look like a film poster, so they got all the little screen credits down there at the bottom, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So a lot of good artwork this week. Or this month. So yeah, I didn't even talk about like the artwork on Thelma and Louise. Like it looks like a picture. I thought it was a picture when I saw the release, but it's not. It's like they made it into an oil painting. Is it an oil painting or is it a Photoshop effect? I don't know, but either way, it looks super cool, and I really, really like it. Yeah, a lot of good artwork this time. These are my 3, and you got 3 more. We're probably going to go to one more store. I am going to try to go to another store with John. He wants to meet up at the Perimeter store, so I may do another video with him. And then I am trying to set up another store visit with Evan, who I did a store visit with in November. He wants to go back out again. So hopefully if we can make that work, I'll get a few more videos for you guys out this month for the July sale. Hope you guys are picking up some good stuff. Some of you guys left comments in the last video. Go ahead and let me know what you're picking up in the comments here, because I love to hear it, and I'm always looking for new recommendations. Yeah, and let me know if you know of any great romances or comedies. That's what she's in the mood for. I am apparently in the mood for all kinds of weird different things, although these two are kind of similar. They're both crime stories. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be back with more Criterion content real soon. Bye, guys.